Hi everybody, welcome along to the latest edition of Get Stuck In. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the way I look at it is, we've had to jig things around. We were going to wait till the January window, but we've binned off Dixon and Barber due to their tracker horse has been absolutely woeful. We've got our own star of Bethlehem in, Matt Brocklebank. Matt, welcome along. And we dug through thousands of sets of silks, but director Dave from Dewsbury has come up with David Armstrong's, because they've been in every stable apart from Bethlehem. So very much a Christmas theme. Are we well?
Yeah, this doesn't even look like silk. So does it look like a smoking jacket or something?
Yeah, it's hopefully them buttons will hold up.
They could make the camera.
Yeah, Matt's annoying, isn't he? He's annoying.
He genuinely could be riding this afternoon.
Yeah,
he?
Yeah.
Good to be part of the team anyway now.
It's good to have you on, but yeah, we'd prefer if you were clinical next time you come on, just to fit in, blend in a bit more with us. What's going to be the star over Christmas? What are you looking forward to?
Well, there's a lot to look forward to. I know there's been a fair bit of doom and gloom in terms of the National Hunt season so far, but if you look at it as we speak, I think there were 15 early closing races, all loads of anti-post betting on those races, lots to sift through, lots to get stuck into. I wanted just to flag up a horse that maybe not many people are going to be all that familiar with, but one I think that could really come and take this Kempton meeting by storm, which is Français, the French horse trained by Noel George and Amanda Zetterholm. And it's just being billed as the best horse to come out of France since. You know, it could be quite fitting that he's coming over for the Corto Star, couldn't it? This is in the Novice Chase. It looks a cracking race. They've got Giovinco, Hermes Allen, but just putting things into perspective briefly, Français, time for you look at the international ratings of this horse, 157 over hurdles. That's like one behind Facile Vega, and you know he's right up there. He was £10 better hurdler than Hermes Allen, and that won a grade one. So yeah, loads to look forward to. But I think he could be an absolute star. If you think the connections, they don't sound like they're coming over for a race. It sounds like they're coming over to showcase this absolute superstar. So I can't wait for that.
It could be the fellow. You're basically
the fellow. Yeah, Adam Conrad. Yeah, if you're watching Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what
Salah and others. The French have done well in their raids.
Used to have great raids, didn't they? Came to box today. I'm in Ireland.
You're too young, are you?
Yeah, possibly.
The fellow.
Possibly. Yeah, no, a bit
great
before me.
I'm glad they got beaten short by Garrison Savannah in the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
One who I'm looking forward to, fast or slow in the Savills Chase. Going to finally get the credit he deserves. It is the best staying chase around. End of the Christmas period, he will be favourite for the Boodle Cheltenham Gold Cup. That's my prediction in this very snug red jacket.
I love his. He disagrees already.
Yeah, we're at loggerheads here, I think.
Why do you disagree? Well,
I think Jerry Colomb will be favourite for the Gold Cup before too long.
Okay, see what way he's going to go, but fast or slow. That's their thoughts. Do you agree with our new panel? Do you approve of our new panel? I personally think it's a big upgrade. What's your thoughts, and what are you looking forward to over the Christmas period? Do let us know. Okay, it's time to catch up with the jockey. And earlier when I spoke to him, he says, "Don't call me Sean, call me Champ." It's Sean Bowen. How are you keeping?
Oh, yeah, for sure I did, yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Champ, we'll stick to it. On a serious note, the season's just gone unbelievable, hasn't it?
Yeah, incredible, really. Yeah, it's not stopped. The winners haven't stopped rolling, and obviously still got a long way to go, and hopefully it keeps rolling how it's going. And
I think, like, looking the way you sort of set out your life, if you like, now, it's a bit like Tony McCoy, isn't it? Whether you're not lazy, numb, useless, whatever, but you've got somebody doing everything for you, and you just concentrate on the riding.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's selfish or trying to get the best out of myself, but no, luckily I've got a good team around me, and I think that's what you need when you want to be very successful. You need a very good team around you, and you look at all the sort of top jockeys there's been over the years. They've always sort of had a great team around them, and I'm lucky that I have as well.
And you look on it like today, Fakenham Tuesday, Ayr Wednesday, Foss last Thursday. So again, like McCoy, Sir AP, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just daily, day in, day out. Go wherever the winners are.
Yeah, I've got a long way to keep up with AP now, but you got to do what's got to be done, and obviously go like you said where the winners are, and hopefully obviously we're all ends of the country this week, but it's never a problem if there's winners. If it's not, it'll obviously be a long week, but we'll try and get as many as we can.
I was speaking to your agent the other day, Alan Cawley. Many will remember him riding the likes of John Call, etc. He's getting a great buzz, and you're working well together.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job. He's only been doing it, I think, well, probably it's his second season now, or season and a half. So he's obviously not been at it long. He's got a good team of lads, and he he loves it and doesn't stop at the game. So that's what you need. I think he's look at everyone's a long way off catching Dave Roberts, but Alan's obviously doing a good job, and he doesn't stop working 24/7. So that's what you need.
No, you're 30 clear at the time of recording in the championship. You're living your dream now, aren't you? Obviously, Dad Peter, Mum Karen, brother James and Mickey, you're a family who've been steeped in horse races. You've dreamt about being champion jockey. Do you get a chance to enjoy it?
Yeah, I think like you said, you're living the dream. When you start racing, all you want to do is be a top jockey. And sort of from the minute I was pony racing, I just wanted to be a jockey and wanted to be the best jockey. So yeah, like you said, living the dream. I do enjoy it, and I do appreciate every minute of it, because obviously a lot of the time you can sort of take for granted what's happening, but no, I definitely don't. I'm very, very lucky. I'm in a very fortunate position. I have, like I said, good people around me, very good trainers to ride for, and luckily I haven't got people moaning at me daily. So I have very good people to ride for as well.
Good stuff. What's Christmas look like? Do you know, it's a bit too far away, what you're looking forward to Boxing Day?
Yeah, too far away, to be honest. Got the option of 2 or 3 meetings at the minute. I'll obviously have to wait till entries and see after that. Good
stuff. Well, it's great to catch up, champ. Thanks for taking your time out of your busy schedule. Keep it up, and we look forward to you being crowned champion jockey, all being well, next April. Well done.
Spot on. Cheers, Niall.
Right, good to hear from Sean Bowen, champion jockey elect. I know it's early to say that. Injury, we understand that, but he's having a great season. He's a jockey you like?
Oh, absolutely love him, yeah. And I think as well, it's just one of those jockeys that he knows it's not all about the big lights and the massive meetings and those huge races. He's got that brilliant support network around him. Clearly not comfortable yet with these McCoy tags, but I know you were just teasing him a little bit. But yeah, he's got years of success ahead of him.
You see him faking him Tuesday, Ayr Wednesday, Foss last Thursday.
It's all the miles, isn't it? If he stays injury free, he will be champion jockey. I can't see Brian Hughes getting the ammunition up north to close the gap significantly, and a hard-working champion jockey as well, and a really good rider. Nice to see new names, isn't it, coming through?
It's nice to see new names in the studio as well, and the reason we've got new names in the studio is because the lads' tracker horses were absolute donkeys, and I mean donkeys. So they're out, these two are in. Matt, I'll start with you.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a bit of pressure, but I'm going to roll back to Cheltenham on Friday. Few eye-catching performances. One that stood out for me in the 2-mile handicap hurdle, won by Go Dante. I thought the horse who dedicated for third, Donica, he's definitely a horse worth following. Still quite lightly raced. Nigel Hawke horse. Everything about him screams longer trip. He's only ever raced over 2 miles so far, and I can't believe that's the case given his... You know, you don't have to go far back in the pedigree, and he's got that general principle in the Irish Grand National. He's a stayer in the making. They've done really well to win races with him over 2, but he was sticking on all the way behind 2. Well, Go Dante, a classy horse. Doddy the Great, clearly a horse going places as well. So he's performed very well. He ran there off 117 in a 0 to 140, so they'll find easier opportunities than that for him.
Okay.
Martin Dixon's not here, but one of his horses is.
I mean, they're doing better than he is.
A lot better. They're having winners left, right and centre. This fella looked like he might have been a bit unlucky not to follow them into the winners' enclosure. August, first start for the yard at Suddle, bought from John Gosden out of Alchicar. Was a 6-figure yearling. They didn't
John and Thady Gosden.
John and Thady, sorry. They didn't spend 6 figures, 26 to bring him there. He got going too late at Suddle. The winner, the bird had flown when he was closing all the way to the line. A winner waiting to happen. We won't get rich with him next time, but I think August will be the next winner for the fabulously successful horse watchers.
Yeah, they're doing very well. Hopefully these two lads' horses will do very well in the coming weeks. A couple of tracker horses for you. Right, it's time to catch up with Patrick Mullins ahead of a busy spell. And first of all, Patrick, it looks like the weather's going to be on side for us, so we'll get a full complement of racing, which is great.
Yeah, it's been very dry here the last while. Obviously for Leopardstown, that's a little bit of concern, but I think Jane Headley's done a fantastic job since she's gone in there, so I'm sure she'll be on top of it. And hopefully then we don't miss too many hurdles or fences with low-lying sun.
No, absolutely. Let's talk Allaho, still King George Barn. That's the plan?
That's the plan at the moment. He'll obviously gallop later this week, and we'll give him a pop. But he's come out of Clonmel very well. That was an ideal starting point back from his injury. Look, the King George has suddenly gone from being a maybe a below average one to looking quite hot now. If Jerry Colomb goes and obviously the real whacker Hewitt Braidman's game. So, but I think the plan is for Alpha to take a chance, all being well.
Jockey booking's too far out to say?
Yeah, look, I mean, I would imagine Paul will go and ride him,
Right.
but I don't know. I suppose you'll have to see near the time, but I imagine you don't get too many opportunities to ride a horse like Allaho and the King George. Look, obviously, I suppose he does go a little bit left. That Kosovo Tour a couple of years ago, he was just jumping a little left and Q car beat him on the line, so that's a slight negative. But look, he did win. He won the Punchestown Gold Cup, so he's still able to perform going right-handed.
Where will you be? Will you be Leopardstown? Boxing Day?
Hoping to be in Leopardstown, and I suppose if Paul does go to Kempton, I'll be trying to put my hand up for Facile Vega. He's obviously in the Racing Post chase there on Stephen's Day, as we call it. So look, he's come on Nam very well. It'd be great to go back there. He's won at Leopardstown Christmas the last 2 years, and his jumping was fine the first day. He would need to brush up, but I think that experience will have brought him on. He wasn't a French horse or a pointer. He was a proper he was a homebred into a bumper horse, so he's entitled to sharpen up his jumping, and I think he will. Is
he a horse you ride much? How is it at Willie's? Do you sort of stick your same lots every day?
Pretty much. Dave Porter rides him every day, and Paul or myself might get on to ride him work maybe before a race, but I haven't sat on him now this season yet. But Dave Porter, usually we try to keep the same riders on them, and even for most of the fast work, we'd keep the people who know them day in and day out. They can tell you whether they're feeling right or whether they're maybe a little dead in themselves, rather than maybe a jockey hopping on who doesn't know the horse day in, day out.
Tell us some more horses you're looking forward to over the festive period.
Yeah, well, look, we have some. It looks like we have a fabulous team of novice chasers. I mean, Classical Dreams debut in Thurles, it was like PlayStation jumping. So I mean, he's obviously got the option of 2.5 in Limerick or the 3 mile. So we'll see what way Willie wants to go there. And then obviously Gaelic Warrior as well. You'd have thought maybe the 2.5 in Limerick would be ideal for him, particularly because he's going right-handed too. Exactly, yeah, going right-handed. But Willie was toying with the idea after he ran of going back to 2 miles, and because he was so forward and jumped so well. But of course that is left-handed in Leopardstown. So I'd have thought Limerick would be the obvious place for him to go, but Willie doesn't always do the obvious things.
No, as you well know. Bumper-wise, have you going to introduce any aeroplanes we need to keep a close eye on?
Yeah, I think we have a good bumper team this year. Haven't quite figured out our number one yet as such, but I think we'll have a couple of good horses entered. Joystick is a grey horse of Riches. He was an unlucky third in a point. It reminds me a little bit of Champagne Fever, big, long, striding grey horse. Cantico is a Diamond Boy horse for the Turleys, Gallop and Shams owners. He's a big, strong horse. Won a point for the Slatteries. He goes well. Sounds Victorious is a Champs-Élysées. He went nicely in a schooling race in Nice recently. And Cadwell Saint is a big, strong, wide 16-3 grey horse of the Mastersons. So the 4 of those will be entered up over the Christmas, and hopefully we should get 3 of them out anyway.
Good stuff.
I'd be hoping.
You get a nice bumper winner at the weekend, nice mare.
Yeah, we're lucky to get on her. I was meant to be up in Navan Redemption Day, got pulled out. So I managed to kick Jodie Townend off Femme Magnifique. Yeah, look, she wears a tongue strap, so and she had done good work, but we weren't expecting her to win in the manner she did. We went a real strong gallop, and she was keen all the way, and I was trying to hold on to her for as long as I could because I was wondering what she'd do when I let her down after being keen, but she took off. So I imagine we'll probably have to look at DRF, the £100,000 Grade 2 bumper DRF for her. She was, it was a very eye-catching performance now.
Yeah, good stuff. What about Christmas Day, Mullins household? Work in the morning, and I suppose you can't really let yourself down too much in the afternoon either.
No, we'll be. We'll probably have 100 or so horses riding out. So you ride out Christmas Day or New Year's Day. I enjoy doing Christmas Day. It's actually a great festive atmosphere in there. We get it done pretty quick. Everyone's in good form. And then we have Christmas at home. But yeah, I don't think I'll have any too lightweights. But I don't like Christmas pudding anyway, so it's not too bad. And
listen, it's obviously a busy spell. On a serious note, if you speak to Willie, Matt Brocklebank can claim 7 of 10 stone easy. Dave Ord can claim 7 of 17 stone 7, and I don't claim, but I can do 18 stone without any notices.
We could have 1 or 2 for you. I'll mention that now. I'll mention that too.
Perfect. Have a great Christmas. Thanks very much for everything, Patrick.
Thanks, Niall. Merry Christmas.
Be interesting to see if Willie Mullins does get in touch. I suspect Matt maybe might get more opportunities than us.
The only thing is, what are the hands worth in terms of weight? I mean, a good pair of hands on a horse is worth 6 or 7 stone. Surely it can make the difference between winning and losing.
We'll be riding that short.
Well,
Gaelic Warrior, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a call off him. Right-handed, he's not the most straightforward. You're always better right-handed.
I'm better right-handed. I struggle left-handed. And downhill I struggle. If it's a flat track, we're laughing.
Limerick right-handed Gaelic Warrior could be.
Lovely.
Adam Conrad and the fellow all over again.
The phone's on, just in case.
Yeah, good stuff. Right, it was good to hear from Patrick Mullins. Right, we do need a winner for the weekend, but obviously it's not any sort of week. It's the Christmas period. I want to talk Welsh National as well. There's loads of opportunities. Looks like, touch wood, the weather's going to play its part, so we have loads of opportunities to give us a winner, Matt. The floor is yours.
Yeah, it's a good meeting at Ascot, one that I always look forward to just before Christmas. It's fantastic. It's one at which Gary Moore has had plenty of success over the years, and he could have a really good weekend. I'm going to flag up, I know he's got a couple entered at the time of recording, but I really like this 4-year-old Spirit Dono, who won at Sandown last time out, and he won as he liked. And he picks up a penalty for this. Interestingly, 4-year-olds in this race, because this is a red-hot race. You've got the first, second, and possibly the third from the Great World Hurdling line. But this is, interestingly, the 4-year-olds have done pretty well in this race. Only a couple have won it, but 8 of the past 10 years you've had a 4-year-old in the frame. You know, it's a race that they do really well in. And he just needed the comeback run at Cheltenham. That was behind the Blue King Duro, the Paul Nicholls horse. He was just pulled his chance away that day, but he really helped him out last time out. I think just blew away the cobwebs for that run at Sandown. He gets in here. He's £6 well in. I'm surprised he's not right at the top of the market for this. Right. He's under a £4 penalty, so it just looks an ideal opportunity for him. Really fancy him.
There you go. Strong words.
This might not run, is the caveat.
Oh, here we go.
But you're at Haydock. I thought I'd give you something for the...
But that's irrelevant. We want winners.
Well, this will win if it runs. Tommy Whittle, top weight, Cloudy Glen for Venetia Williams. Started the season really brightly, ran a really good race in that Covell Gold Cup, having been forced to go a stride quicker than he wanted to do. His record at Haydock's deadly. 2 wins in a place under a big weight in the Grand National trial. He loves the place. He's got a much gentle rhythm. If he pops out in front, starts popping away, Cloudy Glen will take a lot of passing in the Tommy Whittle.
Okay. Welsh National as well. He would be a sort of Welsh National sort of.
He's in the Welsh National. I do fancy one in the Welsh National.
Go on.
I fancy the Salem for the Gary Morty. Won the trial there. He's also in under penalty, theoretically weighed in, but he's completely unexposed at marathon trips, unexposed on testing ground. He rarely spoke last time. I think he's a massive player. And in the King George, there is only one horse who is capable of blowing that race apart. It's Allaho. You heard from Patrick. Makes all to win the King George at Kempton.
All right. Do you agree with anyone?
Well, I'm happy to take him on now, yeah. Fergal O'Brien's got a couple in the Welsh National. I'm dead interested in them. Highland Hunter would be interesting if he unseated in the Beecher Chase. If he lands up on the back of that, he's still on a fair mark, I think.
He is from his old Paul Nicholls form. He's placed in it for Nicholls, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was runner-up in it, and he's quite well off at the weights with that. I will do it, isn't he, with for Sam Thomas? But yeah, Autonomous Cloud I'm going to go with. The Fergal O'Brien horse, the other Fergal horse, owned by Terry Warner and the McNeils. I think he's running in the Latter's Silks this season. But yeah, we're going to bring up the... Can't remember if it's a Trixie or a Yankee now, but he's another penalised horse now, running under a penalty for his comeback run at Uttoxeter. That race fell apart a little bit, but if you go back to last season, he won that really good novice handicap chase over 3 miles at the end of Cheltenham Week on, is it Midlands National?
Yeah.
That's thrown up some really good horses, the Parry Morgan and the Rasher Counter and Sam's Adventure, isn't it, for Ellison won that race, I think. Really good race. Giant of a horse, absolute giant. He's going to want all the winter, all the rain he could possibly get, but strapping horse. He gets in here off 10 stone, 6 or something like that.
Which is ideal in the marathon trips.
Totally unexposed, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Right, these two are unexposed at their tips. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to check out how them tips went, and if they went left, they'll be getting binned as well. Do get in touch. Let us know what you fancy over the Christmas period. The big question we were asking earlier in the show was, what do you fancy? What is going to be the Christmas star over the festive period? It's all for us left to do, from Matt, from Dave, myself, to bid you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.